Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode here at Tribal Trades, the daily show. And I'm going to share 3 trades that I am taking with you. Now, the last time I did a 3 trades video, those stocks that I shared, such as SoFi, went up from $14 all the way up to almost $21. So don't miss out on these 3 trades. But before we do that, smash the like button. This does help get this channel out to a whole bunch of people and does help support the channel. And if you're a new watcher here, make sure you subscribe and you'll get these updates daily. First of all, before I give these trades, let's look at Bitcoin. This is a trade that I was currently in from the June 23. Remember, I told you historically, the low for Bitcoin in June was on average around June 21 and came in on June 22. Oh no, I missed it by 1 day. Got in on this trade here, as I shared publicly on YouTube and in the Discord, and I've stayed in this trade. Remember, I got out of Bitcoin up at around of an average around 108,000 and then got back in the position, down here on the green dot there on the daily time frame, the tribal trades indicator, one indicator to rule them all. And I did not get out of this trade because even though we came down and lost it, when we came back to retest, it immediately went through. And then the next time it came and retested the 9 EMA. I'm using the 9 EMA to govern this move. And so if we were to lose the 9 EMA, break below it, retest and reject, and it curls over the top of the 20 EMA on the daily, then I would be looking at the possibility of exiting that trade. But for now, I'm in that trade. So that has worked out perfectly for me, being able to sell up near an all-time high and get in a bunch lower. All right, so for Bitcoin, that's the line in the sand. That's what I'm looking for. Remember, we have that inverse head and shoulders on the weekly time frame for Bitcoin. The technical target to the upside for that inverse head and shoulders is $145,000. Okay, so that is the technical target, the upside. There you see the inverse head and shoulders there on the weekly time frame. Left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and the technical target 145. We're also broken out of a wedge pattern, and that technical target is 117,000, although we did find that 112,000. There is a really big Fibonacci level at 113 as well, but the technical target to the upside are $117,000 on that trade. There we go. There's the technical target there, and there's the technical target for the inverse head and shoulders to 145. And so we'll keep an eye on these levels here, 117 and 145. We don't have a confirmed inverse head and shoulders yet. There hasn't been a breakout. It needs to have a break above 112. It got to 112 and got rejected, made a new all-time high. So we do need to see that break that 112. That would validate the inverse head and shoulders. But the wedge pattern is validated. So that target is to 117. We're going to keep an eye on that. Okay, so next we're going to go to Total 2, which is the total altcoin market cap here. And Total 2 is looking pretty strong. We've had a break above the 200-day moving average. We're above the 90 EMA. That is key. And so for altcoins, this is looking actually quite bullish. Bitcoin dominance, which we won't look at today, is broken down. USDT dominance, which we won't look at today, is broken down also. And so that is some good news. We're seeing the MACD, we're breaking above the zero line there for altcoins on the daily. So that is looking quite good as well there. And so as long as we stay above the 9 EMA on the daily, I believe this move will continue. If we lose the 9 EMA like we did over here and the 9 crosses below the 20, that's generally what happens afterwards. The other important thing to note is while we're above the 50-day moving average at 1.15 trillion and the 9 EMA is up at 1.17 and the price is up at 1.2 trillion, while we're above the 50-day moving average, that brings into play this golden cross. We really want to see that for golden cross. Everybody around X will be tooting their horn about it and probably will lead to more people foaming in. So this is where you can get ahead of the game. The green dot gives you your first entry. The second entry is on the break of the 9 EMA, and then the third entry is on the 9 EMA going across the 20 EMA there. All right, so let's look at the 3 trades that I've taken. Number 1 is Solana. Now, I gave this trade actually yesterday, and I told everybody here, 154, the 9 EMA on the daily time frame, a break above that, and it was go time for Solana. That's what happened. I'm in that trade. There is an inverse head and shoulders now in play. Now, of course, we could come back and retest, or if we break below that, it's going to invalidate that. That technical target is $188. Okay, so now, of course, we do have to get up above the 200-day moving average. But again, while we're above this 50-day moving average at 154, that brings into the golden cross, where the 50 will then begin to curl up. Remember, when price is above an MA or EMA, it will begin to curl up. Okay, so I've got no reason to get out of this trade. Everything is starting to curl up here on a shorter time frame. We did need that 50-day moving average to curl around and go above the 200-day moving average there at 164. So currently we've got a bit of rejection there at 159. I did give the trade actually on a shorter time frame in the Discord from 154 to 159. For those who got that trade, it worked out perfectly. You might get another opportunity for a second bite if it comes back and retest that 154. So that's trade number 1. You can clearly see the inverse head and shoulders there on Solana. Technical target, we just need to stay above the 9 EMA on the daily, which is currently at 152. That's the key. That's the line in the sand. And also the 50-day moving average about 154 is key there as well. That's trade number 1. Trade number 2 is Sui. Okay, and Sui, I gave this trade actually in the live session in the Discord. I gave at 200, that would be nice, wouldn't it? At $2.95 on the break and the hold of $2.95. And it did, and we took that trade on the Discord, and that was at $2.95. Well, wow, that trade took off like a rocket ship up to $3. And so if you joined in the live sessions, this is why the live sessions are so incredible. You catch those live trades and that live alpha and that live training. We've also broken a trend line here. There also is a little bit of a head and shoulders pattern there. Look, that right shoulder is ugly, but it's there, people. There's the shoulder, there's the head, there's the right shoulder. The technical target is up at around $3.89. Yeah, about that Fibonacci there, $3.89. So I'm in that trade, $2.05. We're looking to ride that one up all the way to $3.89 and validate that would be coming back below the 9 EMA on the daily, which is currently at, it's just moved up here to about $2.97. $2.97, that would be my invalidation point. A drop below that, that's going to curl the 9 below the 20. And we know what happens when the 9 goes below the 20 on the daily. Down we go, okay? So that's the second trade that I'm giving you, Solana. I'm giving you Sui. And the third trade, you should have guessed it already, is going to be Tau here. We're starting to create lower highs there. And here's the trade. It's going to be on the break of this level here, which is about 349. 349 is a level to break. But what we're looking at for is the 9 EMA to cross the 20. That hasn't happened yet. Now, look what happens when it goes below the 20. We see this downtrend. When it goes above the 20, I'm not going to go all the way down this, guys. I've done this so many times in so many episodes. Please go back and watch an earlier episode. But we haven't had the 9 cross the 20. So the first entry is when down here, when you get the tribal trades indicator, ideally you want the dot. The second entry and the break of the 9, and the entry is the 9 breaking above the 20. What's going to invalidate this is a drop below the 9 EMA on the daily, which is currently at 334. Of course, stop losses could go below technically 337 there on a loss of the 20 EMA, as long as the 20 EMA is on top of the 9. So that trade there at 349, you could also take it at 351. There is a few MAs there, so there could be a little bit of resistance there. Maybe we get stuck in there and then hopefully break to the upside. There are more entries ahead. You could obviously take it at the 50-day moving average, the 200 EMA on the daily, And also these trades could also be taken on other, the last one probably at the top is the 50-week moving average all the way up. That would be probably my last entry there that I would recommend, which is up there around 400. But this gives you an opportunity. We do have that W double bottom. Okay, so it's a W formation with the left is being lower or equal to. In this case, it's better, in my opinion, when it's a little bit higher, but also you could have a double bottom, W double bottom. But the W formation there, that's very bullish for Tau. So I would be very surprised if we didn't see some more upside there and a nice break to the upside and at least come back and retest. Oh, that 200-day is actually down here now. That's how much price has moved. So a break above that level there. We don't want to see a death cross. We saw a nice golden cross, and really we didn't get anything out of it. That was very surprising. Market really popped down. So we want to see this 50 turn around. Now, for this 50 to turn around, we have to get above it. We have to get above 50, which is at 369 currently. So Tau really needs to get a push on there. This is why this one here at 349, a break and hold above this level. If it was to lose this level, then you could look to here some other stops down here if it was a drop below there. But otherwise, you might want a dollar cost average and add to these positions. That's likely what I would do. And then if we were to lose that, then I would stop out of that play. So that's the way that I'm playing Tau, Solana, and Sui there. Those are the three trades that I'm taking. Now, remember the Tribal Trades Discord. Trades have been absolutely cooking. Okay, so one Discord to rule them all. You see the stocks plays that we have, the Palantir, PLTU, which is the 2x leverage, gave the trade at 62, went all the way to 67. That trade absolutely smashed it. The Nvidia trade absolutely cooked as well. I shared that trade yesterday also, and some other trades that are there, and obviously the crypto plays that I shared about, the Solana trade, those who took the Sui trade in the live session yesterday at 295, the trade is absolutely cooking. Of course, the Solana trade, which I shared as well. Where is that Solana trade here? Boom, boom, boom. There it is there, Solana inverse head and shoulders on daily breakout target 188, looking for entry on break and hold. We got that. So we got in that play at 154. That one's cooking as well. And of course, my favorite part of the Tribal Trades Discord is the win section. So there's the Palantir trade, cooking, Brett, amazing, well done. April again, smashing it there. April wasn't even leverage trading with crypto up until a few weeks ago when I did a session with her, and look at what she is doing. It shows you my methods work, my training works, my systems work. This pays for a whole year of the Discord in just 2 trades. The Discord that pays for itself. Webby with a couple of great trades. Nikola Tesla, as always, smashing it in the Discord there. The Rev himself with a nice trade there on Sui again. Absolutely fantastic. Nikola Tesla as well. The Texan getting in. She's not going to be denied. And Donut with a whopping $2,300 trade on Solana. They're absolutely fantastic. Now, remember, this Discord is closed currently, but you can get on the wait list. So when spots open up again, you can be one of the first to get spots. You get the Tribal Trades indicator. This only comes with membership in the Discord. It's free with the Discord. It's included with the Discord. You don't pay extra for it. On its own, these indicators, I see them go around the place for $600-700 per year. This indicator is included with the price of the Discord. There is a wait list. How do you get on the wait list? I'm so glad you asked. In the description of this video, just below this video, there is a description. You might need to click on the more button to access that description on this video, and the top link will give you access to the Discord. Now, you don't pay anything until it's your turn to be included into the Discord when it's your turn in the wait list. So you would click on that, you would sign up, you reserve your position on the wait list. So when we do open up the Discord again, which at some point this year we will open it up again, or if somebody happens to not renew their subscription for whatever reason, and you're able to then jump in earlier before we open it, we will move people off the wait list into the Discord. That's how you get access to reopen. Okay, well, that's all we have time for today. Again, thanks for watching, and until the next episode, or until I see you in the Discord, happy trading.